It's been 77 years since Palestinians were expelled from their homes in 1948, the Nakba. Around 500,000 people are here today to express their support and show solidarity with Palestine and condemn Israel's continued war on Gaza and the UK government's continued arms trade with Israel. So I'm here with Husam Zomlot, Palestinian ambassador to the UK. So it's been revealed that UK arms exports to Israel have gone up significantly under the Labour government. What is your message to Keir Starmer today?
It is the legal obligation as per the UK domestic law and as per international law that the UK enforces a full comprehensive arms embargo on a country that is practicing, as we speak, in real time, genocide in Gaza, mass murder, mass destruction, mass starvation, mass ethnic cleansing and displacement. The majority of the victims of these atrocious Israeli attacks are women and children, so there is no conversation. A full comprehensive arms embargo is an obligation, not a demand, upon the UK government.
Thank you. And the UK government, the Labour government originally campaigned on their solidarity with Palestine. Why do you think they've gone against that now?
The solidarity is growing. Look behind me. The people of Britain have spoken. They have delivered their voice loud and clear from day one. This is the 19th month. This has become the largest and the longest solidarity and protest movement in the history of the UK. The people of the UK have spoken. They have been on the right side of history. They are demanding that their government enforces, applies international law equally. They are demanding that dehumanization ends, that human beings are treated equally wherever they are, and it is time for the Palestinian people to achieve the legitimate rights of independence, of self-determination, of return to their homes. And I believe the energy you see behind me today is unstoppable. It only grows despite the intimidation, despite the censorship. The people are speaking and will continue to speak about justice everywhere.
And what needs to go now beyond peaceful protests to make change within the UK government?
The action that the British people are taking and people everywhere are taking by speaking to their MPs, writing to their MPs, writing to the media, delivering their voices all the time. And I believe, while it has been long, and we always knew it would not be easy, their voices are being heard. Many want them to believe that they are not making any difference. They are making all the difference. Remember, now the British government calls for a ceasefire. Now the British government has imposed partial arms embargo. Now the British government has fully supported UNRWA and international organizations. Now the UK government supports the ICC and the investigation and the case against Israel for genocide, and announced they respect the independence of these courts. There are many small steps, not complete, not comprehensive, but small steps. All this is because of the hundreds of thousands, the millions of the freedom-loving British people and people everywhere in the world. We salute them, we love them, and we tell them, let's continue the march, keep going together, and we will get to the final destination. And the final destination has got to be freedom and justice for all.
Greg Stoker, can you tell me why you are here today?
Well, I'm passing through London on a workcation. Definitely wanted to show up and express international solidarity with the Palestinian cause.
And what is your connection to Palestine? Have you always supported the Palestinian cause?
I'm primarily an anti-war veteran. I'm a former member of the U.S. Special Operations community, and the ongoing genocide in Palestine and the general belligerence throughout the Middle East done through Western powers and with the express backing of the United States is something we stand against. So perforce, Palestine is the epicenter of all of that violence and all that these expressions of imperialism, which actually redound back on us as citizens as well. So we all have a stake in this.
And as an American, obviously Donald Trump has just finished his tour of the Middle East. He's pushing for his Freedom Zone plan, and not a drop of aid is going to Gaza. Do you think he can find peace through strength?
Peace through strength. Yes. Dominance and obedience. No, these are just talking points. Donald Trump's foreign policy is based a lot on his own personality. So it's very obvious that he wants a Nobel Peace Prize. He's been obsessed with that since Obama got one. He was one of the original birther conspiracy theorists who said that Obama wasn't even from here. A lot of his foreign policy is determined by his idea of legacy. And if he can't get a ceasefire in Ukraine, he wants one with Iran. But it's too erratic to tell what's going on. The Saudi Gulf interview and the trip that we just recently did in Riyadh still needs to be analyzed. That was a lot of unexpected. But even though Israel was not included in these talks, he will still give Israel free rein and political cover to do whatever they want to do within the West Bank and within Gaza.
When did you realize that you have to support the Palestinian cause? What happened?
Well, the unraveling of Israeli propaganda happened in the military. I was exposed to war reporting and after-action reviews of the 2006 Israel-Hezbollah war, and it's the position of the U.S. Army and U.S. Army war colleges that the IDF experienced a strategic defeat. And after that, it kind of shattered the illusion that they were this unbeatable moral army, because they weren't. It's the position of the U.S. military that they were defeated by Hezbollah in 2006. And through that unraveling of military propaganda, the cultural propaganda of Zionism started to unravel as well. And that was back in like 2010 when I was in. So it's been a long time coming. But it started from the military aspect, being in the military, not knowing for a fact that the IDF wasn't a competent professional standing army.
So, Chris Kunzler, can you tell me why you're here today?
To protest Israel's genocide. I mean, the scenes coming out of Gaza last night were abhorrent, as they have been for the last 15 months. But last night in particular was unbelievable. The destruction of places like Jabalia, Shujaya, all of these places in Gaza being wiped away. And this is the least that we can do, being on the street, protesting, and trying to stand against Israel's genocide.
Have you always been an advocate for the Palestinian cause?
When I was younger, no. But the only reason I wasn't is because you're not taught about this in schools. You're not taught about, there's an injustice happening to Palestinians, that, Jewish people moved over to the land, dispossessed the indigenous people, and then have since subjugated them. But when I did learn, I began to understand that Palestinians deserve the right to live freely. And ever since that point, I have never stopped advocating for Palestine.
And Donald Trump has just finished his tour of the Middle East. He's pushing for his Freedom Zone plan in Gaza, but not a drop of aid has got in. What do you think about his latest statements?
I think it's pretty mad that Trump is just willing to change so easily, basically. That Trump is willing to go from, it seems that they were willing to offer a cessation of the blockade in exchange for Edan Alexander, the Israeli prisoner of war. And yet, in reality, they did nothing. They just allowed Israel to worsen the crimes there. And it's kind of unbelievable, but in many ways, what do you expect? The guy's an ultra-Zionist. Many people in his cabinet do not even believe that Palestinians have a right to even a two-state solution, which many in the West don't, but at least they're willing to pay lip service to it. But yeah, just unbelievable, a horrifying character, but in many senses unsurprising because of the people he was with. Mohammed bin Zayed, Mohammed bin Salman, all of these people have done nothing for Palestine, so it doesn't really mark that big a change, I have to say.